the very inaugural, funny, hilarious episode of Uncomfortably Close. And I am not alone. I am Aaron. I am joined by William. Hi, Will.
Hey, Aaron. How's it going tonight, man?
It's doing all right, man. I'm getting in the spirit. And we're not alone. We're also with our friend Julie, also a co-host of Uncomfortably Close. How are you, Julie?
Great. How are you guys doing?
Great. Now that we've got the NPR portion of our podcast done, we can do this like fucking Americans, because as of right now, Mr. Donald is saying we needed a titanium wall with hollow tips. But we're not here to talk about Mr. Dick Trump. All right. We are here, and the premise of this show is, I promise it is not going to be all me. I am here with two wonderful comedians, improv specialists, and first-time open mics, which we will kind of splice into the show, which was our first show that we made an attempts at, but drunken shenanigans took place, as does everything, because we are not recording into a studio. You are going to hear cars on Mills drive by as loud as humanly fucking possible. We are right next to Uncle Lou's at a new club in Orlando, and they do comedy on Tuesday nights. And there's a few other events, karaoke, I believe, as well.
Grumpy's. We're at Grumpy's right now. Grumpy's, yeah.
We're at Grumpy's Underground Club, is what it's called.
Got an open mic going on right now. I see some. I'm going to mention. I'm dropping names. I believe that is Andrew Johnson right there.
And we had Lou Ferris up first earlier, and this is hosted by Aaron Duvall.
Yes. Yeah. Every Tuesday night at Grumpy's. Come on down.
What time does it start? We had some issues with that. I just want to get the listeners to know.
It starts at 10 p.m.
It starts at 10 p.m. So every Tuesday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So this is the first time we're doing this show. So, Julie, what do you specialize in comedy? Do you do stand-up? Do you do improv? What's your focus?
Well, I do a lot of acting, slapstick kind of acting, but I love my improv, but improv can be funny or serious. But I like being silly with improv, doing games and just being on the stage.
You're so
being
silly.
Crazy. Being silly. Yes, silly.
And that excuse me. William, what do you specialize in? Are you stand-up comic? Do you do acting? Do you do improv? What's your specialty?
Well, my specialty, I do stand-up comedy. In fact, this is like my real first, I can't lie about that. Maybe one podcast before, but I'm not. This is my first time doing it, being involved in a podcast with you magnificent, talented bastards.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know.
Throw us to the salt pit, Mr. Teeman.
It's kind of a compliment. In some
you got some pretzels for that?
I don't know. Does Grumpy's have any pretzels?
You're Mr. Salty, Aaron.
Oh,
this
yes.
Guy.
Okay. And I don't want to say I'm getting okay at this podcasting game that we're doing here. I primarily do podcasting and do some editing here and there. Occasionally you'll see me too stoned to stand up to do stand-up comedy, in which I'll probably say something about necrophilia and Donald Trump, and we'll just move on to the stepsister porn and just move on from there.
Wow.
That's a lot of topics.
This is Uncomfortably Close. So
I am feeling a little too close right now.
Yes.
We're still got a good arm's length between each other, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
we were
my
just
little
testing.
dinosaur arms are quite... But talking about last time, I feel like we should still take what we had and play like 30 seconds of it.
We're actually going to
happened.
splice full conversations from that evening. I've been working on it. It's a lot harder than it seems coming out of this device that we're using. But yeah, it was very fun to see just what kind of animal would take place if we gave free reins to drunk people with microphones.
Yes.
It's an experiment.
It was. And
it was fun, though, but it was fun.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And I even had a couple of shots, which was a bad
yes,
idea.
we will get into talking about that in just a second.
Julie just shouldn't drink ever.
All right, we have to
Tequila.
promote our own show, actually.
Give Julie tequila. I just got to say this. Tequila is very important to Julie. Now, I'm sorry, Aaron, I had to interrupt you because we'll talk about that later with Julie, but tequila do not feed. Well, no, it depends on what you want to do or what want to see her do.
That was a tequila alternative. That wasn't even tequila. Imagine if she got that extra percentage points.
Dancing on the bar.
She was dancing on the bar.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And I only had a couple of drinks.
You were about as stoned as me at 3 o'clock in the morning on a day off. I was fucked. You were having fun though. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was
too.
wild.
We all were.
I was
a good time.
having a bad day, and after that,
time.
this lady the bartender just started giving me drinks, and I don't know why or what. That was a bad idea, but I did have a little fun. I don't usually do that because I don't typically drink maybe a glass of wine or a margarita.
Sure, you don't drink. You look like a pro to me. Because I'm a pro, and I know a pro when I see one.
So you have 1 or 2 drinks and you're out?
Oh,
no,
maybe.
you weren't out.
No,
you were saved by like
shots,
energy. You were like Red Bull with wings times cocaine.
Yes.
Like there was cocaine on the table. First you drank the Red Bull. All of a sudden you went straight to the Coke, and then there were clothes coming off later. Don't lie, there were.
They got no film on me, Julie. Don't admit to nothing. Don't admit. I am her attorney right now.
Filmed? I think it was filmed.
And don't you answer any of these questions that he's asking you, because this is for some legal repercussions from what he just said about you right now. So don't answer any questions.
Oh yeah, we can't be.
My legal advice to you:
we can't be angry at each other because you can sue me for libel or slander or something. Even though I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Plus, it was my cocaine. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, God damn it, William!
I would hate. I've never done cocaine. I would. Yeah. I don't think that's ever a safe thing for me to.
When I was in my when I was in my younger days, yes, and I think I might have some residuals.
I like cocaine. I don't participate anymore, but my house cleaning was very efficient. I listened to death metal records under the influence of cocaine. Do you say that for cocaine, or do you just say, "Hi, I'm high on coke"?
No, you just get high on, and don't say anything.
You just
everybody will know. No, I'm kidding. No,
what happens? Your eyes get really big or something?
No, it just hypes you. Like I'm
yes, it does.
Right now,
it dilates the fuck out of your eyes.
A lot of people think that I'm old, guys. Okay, a lot of people think that I'm on cocaine because I am hyper. It makes you hyper, is what it does.
But I'm hyper all the time.
You know what?
Imagine, it might mess you up.
What would happen?
Okay, let me explain what cocaine is to you. What it would be. The merit of what cocaine would be to you. Yes. Do you drink Red Bull or any of those energy drinks?
I did tonight because I was a little tired, but typically I stopped doing it because my stomach, it hurts my stomach.
Okay, just imagine 3 8-ounce cans back to back, and you basically just have like a complete fucking spaz out, and you do stuff, and then as you casually come down, you do more stuff more efficiently. It's essentially people are chasing the first 30 seconds a lot like crack, you know?
Oh yeah, then they're on the floor looking for it. That's why you see a lot of chicken heads on the chicken heads, by the way, or crackheads. Who are outside, and you're driving by, and they're just looking on the ground for stuff, and they think they dropped some crack, but they didn't because they smoked it all.
Are you sure this isn't like a rehab class that we have going on?
I think we do. We're a little bit of everything, I believe.
I feel like this is like reasons why you should not do drugs ever.
Like you've never been in rehab.
Want to hit this?
No, I'm good. Stop smoking your whatever those are called.
I'll try that.
Those flavored. Those are bad for you.
This is
really bad for you.
Julia's turning this into that's bad for you.
We're sitting. You're giving me lectures as someone who did 3 shots of fake tequila. And then started taking her clothes off dancing later that evening.
Not take my clothes off.
Do not answer
It was part of your bit.
Don't admit to nothing. There is no camera.
That.
There was no camera.
You said that evening. I'm going to say something back to you that you said to me that evening. Hey, that was a hell of a first show. I just did 3 shots of tequila and took my clothes off, all for a podcast. And I was like, it didn't happen on the podcast. I just want to let you know that.
Okay, so I have a story to tell you.
Tell us a story.
Diversion.
My mom says I'm never allowed to do drugs because when I had to get knocked out to do my wisdom teeth, my little brother had to babysit me because I saw rainbows all over the house and I was freaking out.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a bad trip on DMT.
It sounds kind of like a good trip. I like to see some rainbows right now.
Yeah, it was scary.
You know, when you're a kid, it's probably scary.
I was 17. They gave me too much drugs.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you have not been seasoned. You were not seasoned in the realm
of. I was making fun of the people coming out of the place, and I thought, oh man, they look funny. They're drooling, and I'm like, I was probably 10 times worse looking than these people. See what happens? You start making fun of others. What happens?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
You're sitting there with no tooth, and there's one line of dribble of saliva just coming out of your mouth.
That sounds about right.
And you're reciting the ABCs, but in reverse order, so you can finally pass that DUI you've been avoiding in life. From a sobriety test.
Yeah,
I couldn't even talk. My mom kept trying to get me up to wake up, and I couldn't wait. And I was like trying to move my body.
They probably gave you
my body.
When was this?
What is wrong with your body?
I was 17. I couldn't move my body.
Is there a film of this? Catch it on JulieBrown.com.
I could not move my body.
They probably pumped her with like 5 Loratabs and told her it was going to have a good day.
They told me they were giving me a kid dosage. I don't know what they gave me.
Probably get some horse tranquilizer or something.
That's why I would never do drugs.
You
fucking
couldn't
doing
move?
Flocka.
You couldn't move.
Bitch was on
I was
Flocka.
trying to move, and my mom was like, "What are you trying to do?" And I'm like,
In your head, you're going, I want to move.
Yeah, my mom's like, "Stop it!" And then she's like, "You want to wake up?" And fall back to sleep. And my mom's like, "You want to go home?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
So it sounds like you were on Flocka.
Yeah, Flocka.
What's
That's
Flocka?
Flocka is basically bath salts.
Yeah.
And
Oh, is that the stuff where people chew other people's
that's
faces
Flocka.
off? Wow.
No,
Yeah,
that's bath
Flocka.
salts, but Flocka is a little
Yeah.
different. It's cheaper. It's supposed to
So
replace
it
cocaine.
saves money when you get your wisdom teeth taken out.
Okay, so which is the one that makes you rip? Eat somebody's face off?
That's bath salts.
Bath salts
So they
is
give you
that.
bath salts.
And
Wow.
Flocka is when you want to eat somebody's face, but you can't move to do it.
I thought Indiana was
that's where you're
conservative.
always okay. You always think it's going to be that person who's coming off of heroin, but that's the one who's on Flocka.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're looking like a geezer going down the street in one of those push carts, trying to keep you
Is that
upright.
what's wrong with me now? Still,
I think you might have some residual Flocka.
Flocka.
It sounds really good if you think about it. Hey, try our beverage, Flocka.
Sounds like
So-
phlegm in your mouth. What I've dealt with for a month.
There you go. Oh yeah.
All right.
Flocka.
Flocka.
So essentially, to our listeners, you have just heard what it's like talking to comedians off the stage
And on Flocka.
and on Flocka. Yeah, exactly. So essentially, this show is getting a guest on our show who's a comedian,
Who's on Flocka.
or Flocka dealer,
we would fight on bills.
and and basically we get to hear what inspired jokes, what was part of their road trip, what was. If they're a comedian, traveling comedian. Wow, that's getting bikinis.
Well,
Bikini
we don't
bottom.
have bikinis on right now, or do we?
I do.
As you can,
Yeah.
guys.
Let's see him. I will.
You'd have to come down and watch. You're gonna have to come down and see. This is live, baby.
But we're not live.
Oh, we're not.
We're
oh,
not.
damn it.
I mean, we could be,
I think we
but not
should
right
be
now.
live.
Okay.
These days.
And I wear my bikini.
We could do
just
like
for this.
2 hours at. We could be like some cheesy radio station and just set up and have like a banner here, and we're just sitting out here talking while comedians are right behind us. It'd be a nice shot for the Orlando Weekly.
And we have car wash us in our bikinis.
So you're telling me that I shaved my legs and shaved my body and came here in my bikini and we're not even live? What the hell did I do this for?
Will,
Tomatoes.
You guys are ridiculous. Nah.
Will.
Did you bring your Spanish food with you?
Oh, my Mexicano food, you know what I mean?
Even though you're Puerto Rican. But
No,
I thought you were German.
At this moment, I could be all that.
You could be Irish
At
too.
this very moment, I'm Mexican. Because in 1980...
His ethnicities change quicker
In
than
1980, when Jimmy Carter said, "Hey, Fidel Castro, empty out. You can bring your people," and Fidel Castro said, "Hey, people, let's empty out the prisons." So in the 80s, I was Cuban. You see, my last name is William Rodriguez. So it depends on who the people are pissed off at, and that's the Hispanic that I am at the moment. If El Salvador was messing up and doing crazy shit, guess what? I'd be El Salvadoran. So right now I'm Mexican. Yes, I am Mexican. Damn it.
Are you a dreamer?
I'm all that. Come and get me, Ice. I dare ya. Come on. I'm here in my bikini. You can't miss me.
they're not coming after a Puerto Rican because that's a territory.
Oh, they don't know I'm a Puerto Rican, though. I need a
With-
vacation,
as my-
Julie.
I need vacation too.
So I'm trying to get deported to Mexico. I think for free. They can do it for free.
I don't know.
They would just let you go. I mean,
I don't have the money to go to Mexico. Don't you understand? I'm a comedian. I'm broke.
I
That
don't
is
think
true.
they're going to take you to Cancun. I think they're going to take you somewhere else.
It's in
You don't
Mexico. It's
wanna
closer
go.
to
You
Cancun
should.
than now.
I have a business plan for you, Will.
I could fit
I
in.
want. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell you to a big ship,
So okay,
the Carnival, so you can do comedy 7 days a week. But I take all your earnings on the homeland.
dude, that has been done like 400 years ago to black people. What are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to bring it back. Okay.
What he said.
Really
What he
racist
what he
right
said
now.
I know.
was
That was
exactly.